Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of The Bug Warrior. Happy Halloween 2025 Warriors. What better way to celebrate Halloween than slaying evil throughout Sanctuary. For many of us we have our 9 to 5 and we might even go trick-or-treating with a family, but that doesn't mean that tonight we can spend some time celebrating by playing Diablo 4. That being said, in this episode I will show you 7 side quests that should set the mood for Halloween, so let's get to it. We begin our list with the Unyielding Flesh side quest. If you are a fan of Hellraiser, you will love this one, since the side quest makes a direct reference to the first movie. In order to trigger this quest, you need to teleport to Yelesna and head southeast until you find Christina. She will tell you that her husband Fyodor was talking to a mysterious woman and ran away with her in the middle of the night. She tried to follow them, but since it was late and dangerous, she couldn't. Proceed east and you will find Fyodor chained and a strange woman talking to him that will run away. Here both the chains and what Fyodor has to say is straight out of Hellraiser. Christina will ask you to go find the woman and figure out what is going on. I will leave it there so I don't spoil the ending, but for sure a great side quest for Halloween. The next side quest takes us to the Scosglen region. If you are a fan of witches, or better said wights, then you will love this side quest. To be more specific, this is actually a chain of side quests that will unfold the whole story around a girl called Roina. The side quest that begins everything is called Whispers from Below. In order to trigger the side quest, teleport to Morrowind and head east until you find Roina next to 2 dead children, whose death is weird because it seems they drowned, yet there is no water nearby. The children are the grandchildren of a woman called Cecile. And here is where the story begins. Proceed east to find where Cecile might be, and you will find her next to a river saying that she can hear a man called Idar talking to her from inside the river. Then all of a sudden, something or someone takes Cecile away, and here is where things get interesting. Roina will explain that a wight is doing this, which is sort of this supernatural witch that hunts and preys on the weak, and this will complete the Whispers from Below side quest and begin the next one, which is a sudden pact. You will need to complete 2 more side quests to get to the end of this story, but trust me, this is a good one. I will also leave it there so I don't give away any more spoilers. The next side quest takes us to the Swamps of Hawezar, and if you're a fan of scary creatures or zombie-like creatures, you will enjoy this one. Teleport to the Tree of Whispers and proceed west until you find a creature that has both his brains and heart exposed, and also seems to have become one with the swamp, as he is covered in vines. The name of this creature, that was once a man, is Cress. This is a story that also will start a chain of side quests. I think in the end this is a sad story, but for sure it's an important one to understand even better how life is and the things that can happen at the dark swamps of Hawezar. Also, I will leave it here so I don't give away any spoilers. The 4th side quest has to do with the power of Necromancers and a very cool looking golem. To begin the quest, head to the Kuras Bazaar and head east until you find a Necromancer called Kyros, who is saying that his master is calling up to him. He will request from you to meet him at the Necropolis to continue the conversation. This means that you will need to complete the Necropolis stronghold, but trust me, it is worth it, since this short side quest is really good. Once you complete the Necropolis stronghold, you will meet Kyros and his golem close to the checkpoint. Basically, he needs an old relic that holds the key to open the doors of the Necropolis. Proceed west from the Necropolis until you find an entrance to the pit of Anguish. Enter the pit and you will find one of the most disturbing places in Sanctuary, which is a chamber full of corpses. However, these are not your ordinary corpses, as they seem to be alive. I will also leave it here so I don't ruin any spoilers, but for sure a scary side quest. I love the screams of the corpses in agony. They create a very creepy mood for sure. The next side quest is called Side to Madness. It is scary, but at the same time I think it's very cool and a very clever story. It all begins in Kyros, where you will find a man trap called Violet that will tell you that a fanatic called Theia stole his eyes. However, he claims that even though Theia has taken his eyes, he can still see through them and see all the horrible things that Theia has been doing. He says that he can't take it anymore and requests if you could please return the eyes to him. I won't say any more about this side quest, but trust me, this is something you will remember. We cannot have a list of side quests for Halloween without a story that involves exorcisms. So the next one will not only give you 1 but 3 exorcisms that you will need to perform in order to save some town folks from a terrible demon. This is also a chain of side quests, and it all begins with the Malady of the Soul side quest, where Sister Octavia, who is at Kyros, requests your help to free a little boy that is being possessed by a demon. I won't say more, but for sure a great story. The last side quest in this list is a special one. It involves also a demon possessing a girl. However, this is no ordinary demon, as in this side quest you will have to get rid of no other than Andariel herself. This side quest will take us back to Hawezar, where you will need to teleport to Wehinyani and from there go east to the ruined tower. There you will start a question of self side quest that belongs to a chain of side quests that will request from you to help a young woman called Thaisa. She tried to stop Elias when he was at Hawezar, but not only she failed at it, the task took a lot from her and now she is haunted by Andariel. So without giving anything else away, you guessed right, in the end you will need to help her get rid of Andariel, so a very interesting side quest that involves a lesser evil. So there you have it, this is the list I gathered for you. Hopefully you like some of these side quests, but if I am missing something that you think fits better for Halloween, or you just simply like the side quest, please share with us in the comments. We reached the end of the video, thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far and found the video interesting or useful, please consider to share, like, comment or subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.